Hi everyone, thanks so much for making it to the close. I promise I won't keep you too long. So thanks for attending the day. I hope you've enjoyed it. Just acknowledging quickly the CREs that comprise CERI, and also just acknowledging the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people as First Australians and the traditional custodians of the lands where we live, learn and work. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my reflections, but I also want you to think a little bit about what you got out of the day, what were your key takeaways, and how you might think about employing the skills and knowledge you've learnt today. And so if you can just have a little think about that, and then right at the end of this session, I'm going to ask you to pop that in the chat so we can just share that with everyone else. So reflecting on the plenary session, for excellent speakers, and there were really, to me, some key takeaways, and they were around questioning the system, the importance of perseverance, building relationships and listening. So Janine really talked about turning our gaze inward on the system itself and questioning its origins, who it's built for and who it excludes. And then Steve really nicely expanded on this by positing the role of the academic as one who works both within the system and on the system, and who highlighted the importance of understanding the system in all its complexities and in being able to communicate them as well. Katina gave us insight into the importance of perseverance and faith that the right thing will happen eventually. And then Katina and Jane both spoke at length about the importance of relationship and trust building, of identifying coalitions and groups of people that might not have the same outcome in mind, but can be harnessed to create systems change. And Jane also talked about the need to stay open to what others are seeking. And in the Q&A, we had, again, some really great discussions, but the kind of key takeaways were: protect the process, be brave and be good, and speak truth to power. So I personally feel really inspired by that plenary session. So thanks to our speakers for that. I had a great time in the networking session. I met lots of passionate people that want to make a difference. And what was really great to see was some early career researchers and early career policymakers connecting and talking about what they each need from each other, which is really one of the key aims of today. And I also got some great feedback on how the Prevention Centre might think in the future about further supporting EMCRs and policymakers. And then I was able to attend only one of the workshops today. Unfortunately, I couldn't attend all of them. And so I got some useful insights into co-production and how one might go about that. So next, what we'd really love you to do is to complete the symposium feedback survey. So in order to do this, for the best use of time, I'm going to keep talking while you complete the survey. So in order to do this, on the bottom left hand of your screen, you should be able to click a button that says Pop Out Player. And I think it's being shown to you now how to do that. So if you click Pop Out Player, and then on the left-hand side in the menu, you should be able to click the symposium feedback survey and then complete the survey while listening to my dulcet tones as I go on. So it's really important for us to get feedback on what you liked, what we could do better at, and what you want to hear from us next time, so that we can keep giving you what you want and what's important to you. So just a little bit about future events and actions that you might want to take to connect with the Prevention Centre and the networks. So you can sign up to the Prevention Centre's Emerging Leaders Network. And this network offers a range of initiatives and activities for its members, including regular webinars, workshops, and networking events, and opportunities to apply for funding and financial support for new research, knowledge translation activities, or conference attendance. And network members are also able to host and coordinate communities of practice. So if you're interested in joining them, you can click on this link that's on the screen in front of you. You can also sign up for the Chronicle, which is a monthly newsletter And there's also a number of other communications and resources that the Prevention Centre provides. So in addition to the Chronicle, there's a series of podcasts, findings briefs, evidence reviews, and fact sheets that might be useful in your research or in your policy making. So now I want to get to the thank yous. So I'd like to thank the Prevention Centre, Lucy, and also the administrative and communications assistance we've received from the Prevention Centre and SERI. So they've been wholeheartedly supporting this initiative, and I've been very lucky to be able to work with them to bring it to you guys. Thanks to Crowd Comms and Leah Dover in particular, and all the technicians today. Thank you so much for your patience in dealing with some of us that might not be so technologically advanced like myself. Thank you to our amazing plenary speakers, Janine, Katina, Jane and Steve. They were just really excellent, and I feel very inspired having listened to them. Our network table facilitators, a lot of whom were from the Prevention Centre, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to our emerging leaders about specific topics. And the workshop speakers and facilitators, thanks for taking the time to impart your knowledge and bring us really pragmatic and practical examples of how to apply specific learnings in our own work. And last, I want to thank our symposium committee, aka the Dream Team. So hopefully I'm embarrassing you all a little bit with this. So special mention to Ali Howes, who was really is very passionate about this event and drove a lot of the original ideas. Hopefully she's listening right now on parental leave. And to Karen Lee and Megan Finch, who really stepped up in a big way to take over Ali's role and took everything in their stride. And our other workshop coordinators, so Maddie Heenan, who organised a really pragmatic learning exercises for building relationships, and also who we can thank for a lot of the ideas of who to invite to our plenary session. Alex Hall, who put together a really great workshops, who focusing on strongly bringing in the policymaker perspective. This was really popular amongst attendees. Conchita Consuara and Helen Signey, who worked closely together to deliver important insights of how we can best communicate our work for impact. And that was really great in bringing together a variety of comms professionals from across SERI and honing in on their expertise. And a special mention to Bryony Hill, who was kind of pulled in halfway through, fresh off parental leave, to plan and run the networking session, which I think we can all agree was really excellent, very well executed and highly enjoyable. And a big thank you to Karen Metcalf from the Prevention Centre, who's an incredible event planner with a great eye for detail. It was really excellent to work with you. So thanks to the team. And this is the last slide. So if you could have a think again about what you got out of the day and your kind of key thoughts and takeaways, and just pop them in the chat so so all the participants can read those. And I'll say goodbye now. Thanks so much for attending.